story of what happens when a young woman, Molly Mathewson, turns into her husband, Gerald. Molly is considered to be a true woman as she is pretty, petite, and a good mother and wife. Initially, Molly and her husband get into an argument about Molly spending too much money and forgetting to tell Gerald about the bill. Molly truly wishes she were a man so that she could have power and control over her life. Overnight, when she transforms into her husband, she sees the world in a new way. She notices the physical changes, such as how large her hands and feet are, as well as how she now has pockets for her belongings. She feels the power of being able to make and spend her own money. She also notices how absurd the women around her dress and how unnecessary and ridiculous their frilly hats are. She explains that the world opens up before her as it never has before because it is a man's world. Next, she meets with some of Gerald's male acquaintances on the train while on their way to work. She listens to the men talk about how women have limitations due to physiological weaknesses. She also hears them complain about how their wives spend all their money and brought evil into the world, beginning with Eve. She struggles to balance her masculine consciousness with her feminine background. She overcomes the struggle and tells the men that they cannot blame their wives for spending all their money because the men are too prideful to let their wives work. The reason they are spending all this money is to look beautiful and be accepted. No man would want a woman who dresses in plain, practical clothing. In reply to women bringing evil into the world, she blames men for allowing them to continue it. By speaking up and explaining their prejudice, Molly gave the men a new perspective from a woman's point of view that they had never experienced before.